Hello, everybody, and welcome to Los Boys, the only podcast hosted by three people who somehow can't find new friends. I'm your host, Goblin Man, aka Caleb, and joining with me today and future days is Austin, aka Flying Shrimp,
Hey.
and Easton, aka Toaster Strudel.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's so real. Alright. Fire opening. Alright, how's your day going, boys?
Honestly,
Horrible.
honestly, Sam, I'm just kidding. No, my day's going pretty good. I, just grinding in some PVZ. Didn't go to the gym. I skipped out because it was a leg day.
Bro
Oh,
has
of
chicken
course
legs.
you get that on a leg day.
The funny thing is, I never skip legs.
Dude, here's the thing with leg day, right?
Sorry.
Here's the thing with leg day, dude. Is it's like, bro, no one's gonna be looking at your legs unless you're butt naked, ready to do it. Okay.
What if you're wearing shorts?
No.
Even
you have
then,
some thunder thighs.
even then, it's like I almost just killed a baby.
Wait, what?
I almost just killed a baby cow
No,
in my. Anyway,
The worst part to stop mid-sentence. I almost
anyway.
just killed a baby.
God.
that's not what I said. I said I almost killed a baby cow.
No, that's exactly not you.
You said-
You stopped at baby, bro.
You said that 3 times, which is the funniest part. You stopped
dude,
at baby 3 times.
Okay, well, I was trying to think of the cow. I was trying to think of the cow. Like the animal that I killed.
Are you talking like
Whatever the
XQC
that was
today?
called.
I don't know. But yeah. About like leg day though, dude. I don't know. I just don't like it.
How did this instantly started about the gym? Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess a little. If we're talking about workouts, I actually started using an app when I go for my runs, my daily runs, so I can track things now. And I've taken it's like 12,000 steps. I ran like 5 miles, burned 740 calories. So I'm on the track for my marathon pace. Let's go.
You're so gonna stop doing that by like next week.
I've been doing this for a long time.
What? Yeah, he's been running for a while. I was the one to get him started on the app.
That
Let's
yeah.
go.
Well,
Isn't it nice though?
it is kind of
It's
nice
pretty
knowing
nice to
because I've never
see what,
known.
like, is actually going on.
Yeah, I've never known how long I've like the distance. My max speed is 11.5 miles per hour.
That's slow.
Well, I mean, it's not me going
Right.
it's not me sprinting. I'm pacing myself.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's fast or slower. I don't know.
We should race. I think it takes me like 20 minutes to do a single mile, but whatever.
Well, I mean, in 6th grade, in our 6th grade class, I got 2nd place in the mile run. And speaking of middle school and 6th grade, that leads us perfectly into
Oh,
what we wanted to talk about today, doesn't it? All right.
oh, bro, that was a fire segue.
Come on, low key, dude.
Bro has a podcast.
Just
what's
stop
that?
talking.
Yeah, wow,
Bro has,
okay.
yeah, just end it with bro has a podcast because it's just a factual statement. Just a factual statement.
And end the podcast. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Oh my, nah, I completely forgot the word, so I'm not gonna try.
All right.
I'm
Well,
gonna only embarrass myself even more.
well, we're gonna do that every week from now on. With
Yeah,
this.
no, you're right.
By the way, put this in.
Yeah.
Austin to be.
No,
Alright.
no, don't put it in.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Don't
No.
put it in.
Did you say us? You want us to be pregnant?
What?
That's what I heard.
I'd probably look adorable with a baby bump.
I mean, you already look pregnant.
Facts, bro. Preach.
Oh
Um,
my god.
But yeah,
You're
we.
the father.
I'm the father.
I mean, it could be either one of you. I don't know. at
It's
this
true.
point.
It's
This
not
is
for.
not where the podcast should be going to.
We're 6 minutes in.
Hey, we're. I mean, come on. We always talk about this.
This
We're-
is
we're
true.
getting the-
This
we're
is
getting the
tame.
listeners used to us.
This is
Right.
tame compared to other things we say. But
You guys want to talk about gay? I'm never mind.
what? I know I want to do it. I
Whoa.
don't want to talk about it. Enough
Continue.
talk, more do.
Mm.
All right. we'll never get anywhere. But
Right.
we've been friends for a long time. Part of that's kind of how we came up with the name. Our group chat name has been Los Boys for like a million years now.
What that means?
It means the boys.
Oh, it
Bro,
does.
yeah, bro does not know Spanish.
Bro doesn't
Oh,
know.
Yeah, it just means
Not
the.
like, it's not like Caleb had to tell me as well, but whatever.
It just means the in Spanish. But yeah, I've been friends with Easton for 8 years and Austin for 7, and then
No.
and then Austin.
I'm just meeting this guy for the first time.
Yeah.
He like kidnapped me to force me to do this podcast.
hey, what's
What?
up,
Don't tell them. You're not
And
supposed to
like,
tell them.
Hey, my name Easton. How you doing?
We already did
What?
introductions.
Okay, whatever. You guys can get my choke, whatever.
You just
Nope.
introduced yourself.
yeah.
Because how Austin say, "Oh, I just met this guy." That I was running on.
Oh, I
Met this
see.
guy. Gosh, you guys are
I
idiots.
see,
Why am
so
I even talking
Austin-
about right now?
It just wasn't funny. I'm sorry, but
All right. I think I have a way I want to do this, and I want to run it by you guys. We'll do it live. I should have done this before, but who cares? I think it'd be fun that if we each one by one went through our perspective of how we all met, and we kind of see how things differ from person to person. I can start if you guys would like, considering it's my
Sure.
idea.
Sure.
all right.
So a little bit of context. Our middle school is 6th through 8th, because it varies state to state, but that's what we did. And me and Easton had the same 3 classes in 6th grade. So it started middle school, the same 3 classes. We sit next to each
I
other.
don't even remember.
What?
Still don't remember that.
You don't remember us having the same 3 classes?
Bro thinks I remember something from like a decade ago. Wait, dude,
Eh.
actually, that's depressing that it's almost gonna be a decade, low-key.
We're 2 years away from a decade.
Yeah, like, dude, what?
That is
Anyway.
crazy. But yeah, we had the same 3 classes. We talk every once in a while, but we didn't like know each other until there was a girl from my 5th grade class. Because our elementary school moved to that middle school, and then Easton went to a different elementary school, but same middle school, combining and whatnot. But I liked this one girl in my 5th grade class, and then Easton, as soon as middle school started, he also liked her, and that's how me and Easton met each other. That's how we were introduced to each other.
We're not gonna put a name on him, but we'll just.
Her name's Lace.
Let's say Lace. Yeah.
Lace.
Did you guys
I don't
get
know.
laced?
The dumbest name you could have possibly put. Right? You know what? We'll go with it. I mean, it starts with an L, so we'll
Okay,
do
don't
Lace.
say right. We're not
doesn't
gonna
matter.
reveal anything about her. Her name starts with an L. That is why I went with Lace, though.
Okay, then just cut out me saying it.
No, it's
Doesn't-
funny.
No, keep it in. You gotta keep it all in.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how we met each other. I was like, something in my heart of hearts told me that we were gonna be great friends. But Easton did not feel that in his heart of hearts, and he did not like hanging out around me.
Genuinely, I genuinely just still don't remember even like I the only time I remember actually like getting close / like being friends with you is when we were in like 7th talking about Smash Bros in one of our math classes.
We definitely got
Like, I don't
closer in 7th, but like we became friends in 6th.
Really? I just don't remember. I don't remember
But-
that. Yeah, I don't.
But yeah,
remember.
we would just kind of hang out every once in a while. There was one time, like, I was like, I don't know, we were talking about like what we were gonna do with the future, and I was like, I don't know, I'd probably get like an apartment with this guy. And Easton went, and I quote, "Nah, bro, I'm gonna get an apartment with my girlfriend." So that worked out well.
that I said that.
But
For the record, here's the thing. My whole thing. The reason why I've always been like, oh, is I've always seen it among my family. Like both my brothers, my sister, everything. They've always moved out with a significant other. So I always thought I would follow in their footsteps.
and
Mm,
why don't you follow my footsteps? Mwah.
what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Bro, trying to be sexy.
dude, I always am. Nah, it's not easy.
Yeah, you
I
are.
look like if ET became a human man.
Damn. Bro, that's so accurate though.
It really is. Put up a side by side.
Yo, editor,
Bad.
editor,
Editor,
put up a
editor,
picture.
editor, put a emoji. But anyway, I remember it like it was yesterday. The day me and Easton truly became like good friends and not just acquaintances.
I don't.
Well, I know you don't, because I remember everything from middle school, and you guys never remember nothing.
I don't, bro. I remember like only the bad things, bro.
Right? Because you could just remember every single detail.
I really can, but that's what makes it fun. That's why I'm here. That's why it's not just you two.
Hey, nah, there's got to be at some point. You're just making shit up.
I swear I'm not. But anyway, I remember like it was yesterday. So we're in humanities, and I'm sitting in the seat directly in front of Easton's, and then Easton to his right, Lace is sitting, and Easton.
Wait, she sat right next to me.
Yes, in
I don't.
humanities.
I don't. I remember another girl, I believe, sitting close to me at. I think. How do I like mention or just cut this out because I want y'all to remember who this is. Do you remember? Do you guys remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she sat. I don't know. Maybe she just sat close to me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we also moved seats every once in a while, so it could have been just this time you were sitting next to Lace and not person two.
Yeah.
Person.
Person two.
Person two.
If we cut out that whole portion, then it's like whatever.
I'm just gonna cut out you saying the name.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, you're sitting next to her. The day before the Smash Ultimate teaser dropped, which was that.
We gotta
dude,
talk about that.
That was it was crazy because it was everyone thought it was like Splatoon 3 because I think 2 was released, but I don't think 3 was. I don't remember timeline too much.
Yeah, no idea.
I think Splatoon 2 is on the Wii U, so it definitely people would have thought it was 3. But it was the Inklings fighting, and then it was the Smash logo, and then the original roster from the 64. And that was it, and that's all we had for a very long time. But that had just dropped, and then the next day, Easton is talking to Lace in Humanities, and he's talking about how cool his Bowser is in Smash 4 because that's
like the last thing I can like vaguely remember something. That is something I genuinely do not like. That's something you had to have created out of your mind.
I didn't. Bro thought it was so cool and so impressive that bro was telling Lace about his Bowser.
Bro's trying to raise her up with his Bowser.
It was Bowser.
Think of is that like I mentioned something about it and then she said that she played it and then I went on about it because it was like I feel like if she wasn't interested, like if I could tell that I mean I don't know I was young to not really tell.
You're like 12 in this
story.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I don't know because I've always been very self-conscious to where like even when I was younger, if I could tell someone wasn't interested, I would just like shut down. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe she just seemed really interested. I don't know.
I don't think she was super interested. I don't think she cared that much, but I also don't think she was like disinterested, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're doing that, and then I turn around and I'm like, "Whoa, bro, did you see the teaser for the new Smash game?" And you were like, "No." And then that started our friendship, and then now we're here. So that's how your and mine started, and then I guess
So
Adorable.
you mentioned a new trailer, and I was interested, and that's how it also began.
Yeah, because you didn't see the teaser for Ultimate.
Oh, with the Splatoon trailer?
Yeah, I saw it before you.
Cheeser? Did you just say cheeser?
Teaser, buddy.
He said teaser.
No, it sounded like he said. It sounded like he said cheeser.
He said teaser. You're just dumb.
Yeah, you are pretty dumb.
We'll get to
I
you,
am.
sleepy boy.
Yeah. No, we won't.
Yeah, we will.
Let's just skip me.
No, we're not. I guess
I'm not here.
yeah. Before I explain how we met Austin, we can't forget the fact that we were an hour late today because Austin fell asleep.
No, we weren't.
And it
wasn't an hour.
Okay,
it was 40-something minutes.
Okay, it was 48 minutes. We were 48 minutes late because Austin fell asleep.
Too is I expected Caleb to be worried about me.
Yeah,
But
Easton
no.
was the first one. It's like in Return to Sabaody when Zoro comes back first.
Oh my god.
It's
No,
cool.
okay. Here's the thing. I texted Easton. I'm like, hey, what did I say? I said be ready by 8 for the podcast. I said that at 7:22. I was watching YouTube, laying in bed. I'm like, kind of comfortable right now. I set a timer for 7:50, and I sleep right through it.
Bro, you're
I
an
sleep
insane
right
person.
through
You're
it.
an insane person. Bro,
I
message
only
both of
woke
us.
up. I only woke up because my mom said my name.
Bro, but you don't call when
And
you don't wake up when your best friend calls you twice. I see how it is.
nope, I
I
was sleeping. I didn't see it. Like,
know you did hear it.
no, I didn't. I don't have like my ringer on.
Just admit you're a bad friend, and we'll move past this conversation.
Admit you're a bad friend while I talk about before I talk about how we
I'm
met and became friends.
mi- I'm a,
Hey,
I'm a,
during the
I'm
podcast, I'm no longer your friend anymore.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna title this. We broke up.
we're falling out.
Are falling out. Episode 1. It's over.
I'm getting a divorce. Screw you. I no longer want to see you.
Episode 1: How it began and how it ended.
Began and the end. The
The
beginning
first
and the
last
end.
episode.
The first and last episode. I gives me like the same. I don't know if y'all have seen this, where it's like that video. I think it's like a Minecraft. I don't even. But it's their very first video. It says, "I'm quitting YouTube." Very first video.
The stress is getting to him. He couldn't take it anymore.
Bro got fed up.
Okay, I can't handle this anymore.
Like it had to have been either like a joke or he was like quitting like watching YouTube and he made a video about it. Cause like what the hell?
Bro didn't watch it.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Damn. Okay.
All right,
No,
well-
it's actually him ending his life.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I wish. So yeah, skip ahead 1 year. We're now in 7th grade. Me and Easton have a couple classes. We don't have nearly as many as 6th grade though. But we do have one of 2 math classes together. We each had, all 3 of us had 2 math classes. But only me and Austin had 2 of them together.
So smart.
No, it's because we're not doing well in math.
No. It's because we were so smart. Let's make this perfectly clear for everyone. We were so smart.
Well,
that we got put into the second math class.
I don't know how it works because I think it just took your lowest performing, like of the big 3, science, humanities, math, and then just put you in an extra one of those classes. Because we would have humanities. Yeah, we'd either have, because I did science after, so it's just whatever. But yeah, me and Austin had 2 math classes together. This is true. I think she was a lesbian.
Which I have no idea where you get that information from.
Wait, who?
The math teacher we all shared.
Yeah, the one we all 3 had.
Is that 6th, 7th, or 8th?
7th.
No,
You know the one upstairs?
Didn't she have a freaking husband or a? I'm pretty sure she had a husband.
I don't know.
Yeah, where did you get this lesbian like
I don't
story
know.
from?
Maybe it was a dream.
Bro had some fantasy.
I'm manifesting destiny, bro. I'm creating it. Bro, I'm creating reality.
Oh my god.
Imagine she sees
bro
this.
completely pulled that out of his. Bro, what?
What?
Out of anyone to see this. Oh
The
my
older
god.
one viewer.
Aw, that's sad.
That's sad, but kind of wholesome that it's the teacher that we all had.
If she is watching this, I'm interested. Hit me up on Instagram.
If you're not a lesbian.
Brian Austin. Check out the gram. Self-promotion.
Self-promotion, yeah. Anyway.
I'm not included.
Bro's distancing himself already. Anyway.
I mean, if it works.
Anyway, we all have this math class together, and I see Austin. I'm like, oh, he seems pretty chill. He wears Nintendo shirts. He's probably a chill guy. I probably won't talk to him though. Uh, but then we ended up getting sat next to each other, and then we ended up talking because Easton would come over to our table because he didn't sit at our table,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
okay,
would
okay.
talk
Wait,
to us.
so can I talk about how I met Easton?
Yes.
Because in the timeline that's how it like goes. Me and Easton became friends first before me and you like fully did.
Yeah, it's weird to think that me and Easton are like the OGs of the trio.
Right.
Facts. Facts.
Okay, so I knew of Easton back in sixth grade because we had a
This
mutual
mythical
friend,
figure.
right?
Yeah,
But we never talked really. Um, but in seventh grade we shared humanities together, and then obviously that math class, and then we also had the three of us. Didn't the three was that when we had PE together in seventh grade?
I think you and me
Oh
did.
yeah,
I don't know if Easton was there.
I'm pretty sure I did too, or at least for like a little bit, because yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure we had it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, me and Easton we shared humanities together, and since we had other classes together, we knew each other previously from sixth grade. We kind of just started talking. Um,
I couldn't even tell you how either for that,
Me
but
neither. Like I don't really
it's like
remember
that.
how.
That meme where you just spawn in each other's lives because
Right.
genuinely.
That's how me
But
and bro
slowly
met.
we
He
just
spawned.
we started just talking, being friends, and then we would always work together in humanities because we didn't really know anyone else. And bro, everyone in that class hated us because especially towards the end of the year, we just kept messing around with our elephant noise, and
Bro, remember
people
that
were
one?
so pissed off, bro.
Remember that one kid who was like, "Bro, shut up." Yeah, dude, oh man,
Dude,
dude,
we thought it was hilarious that people found us annoying.
saying how like quick our friendship kind of grew though, because literally the same year we were just like
Right.
all those like I can just look back at those Snapchat pictures and I'm just like, dang, bro,
Do you
because like I have a
remember? Sorry, what were you saying, Easton?
like I have like quite a few from like even going back to like sixth grade for like Snapchat photo like memories, and I'll just see some of the photos and it's just like, dude, I remember that exactly.
The one you took me in at the entrance of the bathroom.
Yeah, that one, and like I have one where it's like a
My
filter where you're
straight face.
and I have one where like you're it's like a filter supposed to like look older with glasses of you in the and like the remember the new humanities class, like the one that the new
Yeah.
building.
Dude, that classroom is so interesting. The little poles they had on the side of the room. I always wanted to climb up the top.
And
All
I
right.
remember we were
Good
like
luck with that.
close. I remember we were kinda
They were
close to.
slanted, so it could work.
I remember we were close to Ginger too, but ever since like
Yeah.
eighth grade, it just started to spring out, and he
Wait,
started playing football.
Ethan,
Now he's
you said his
He
name.
did say his name.
I just realized.
I noticed immediately. We're gonna call him Ginger. His name's Ginger
just
Yeah,
now.
censor it. It's whatever. But
Easton, say Ginger, and then I'm gonna copy and paste.
Ginger.
All right, bet it's not gonna flow well at all, but it's gonna be funny.
Here, I'll just say, I remember Ginger. There we go. That'll sound better.
Yeah. The two of us have a picture together in the eighth grade yearbook where we're like holding each other's side, like hugging.
Yeah.
Because neither of
So
you wanted to be a part of it.
yeah, because it was weird. It was gonna be for the yearbook.
Yeah, and it's in the yearbook.
I don't even think I have that yearbook. I have no idea where any of mine went.
Bruh. Should I message Ginger right now telling him we're talking about him?
Um, let's get him on the podcast.
Yeah, we could.
Bro, that would actually look be fire. Like,
I
imagine we just get old friends from like high school. We just hit them up on Instagram, be like, "Hey, do you want to be a part of our podcast?"
we can. It's
That'd
we
be
very
pretty
easily could.
interesting.
I haven't talked to him in a very long time, but we did used to hang out a lot. He was a
Well,
Boy Scout.
we went to the same high school, so I would see him all the time in the hallways, but like we never acknowledged each other. But like we knew. we
Mm,
know, like, it was always that weird, like, awkward look.
yeah.
We still remembered each other.
Freshman year is the last time I talked to him.
You
Oh,
see,
boy.
I remember I would like talk to him, but I realized he just kind of turned to like one of like those jock, football players. I'm like, yeah. Like he has that new best friend of his in his. Or wait, no, that was a different. Because I remember there were two guys with the same name, and they were pretty sure they were best friends. And I think him and Ginger knew each other. I believe them and Ginger knew each other. I don't remember. It's been a minute. I wasn't into all that, but yeah, Ginger kind of just turned into like those, quote unquote football cool guys. It's just like, all right, dude.
He was very funny
Yeah,
though.
man.
I will give
He
him that.
was.
He was. I remember he took a bite of this girl's chapstick for her Snapchat. It was absolutely just. Oh wait, no, it wasn't her it was her deodorant. He also took he took a bite of her deodorant,
Bruh,
dude.
Hey,
That was disgusting, bro.
bruh, yeah. He said a joke in like 7th grade that has stuck with me ever since. It's been one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Um,
What do you
so
say?
we were in math right before going to humanities, and we had a humanities teacher who didn't really like if we were late. And there was a third guy who was like, "Oh, I'm always late, but I always get away with it." And he kind of like he made a joke about doing some favors in order to get on the good side to
Hey
not be late.
yo.
And we were joking about that, and then Lucas went, "Yeah, I walked in one time. It was crazy. It was like a wet hot dog being thrown down the hallway." And I like started dying laughing because I was like, "What a description of something to see!" It was like a wet hot dog being thrown down a hallway, and I think
Oh
about that
my
sometimes.
God.
I died laughing, bro. I was like on the floor. It was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Can you
Hmm.
hit me with your hot dog?
Huh?
Can you hit me with your hot dog?
Only if I dip it in water first.
Really?
Got a lube.
Do it up for me, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Make it go in easier.
I know. Because it's so
All right.
massive.
If I don't,
Let's continue talking about how
Yeah, we
we
lost
met.
the plot really
Yeah, yeah,
heavily.
yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
I was
Oh
like,
my
all right, I've met Easton, I've met Austin, Easton have met. Now we're one.
God. Caleb, how did we meet now?
Well, I gotta, yeah.
I thought that I introduced y'all, but maybe not.
That's what I was getting at. It was
Eh,
we sat at the same table and we weren't really talking. But Easton, since you knew both of us and you were friends with both of us, you'd come over and just talk to both of us about Smash, and we were all like Smash. So then when you left, we would
Oh yeah, I
continue
was
talking
kind of.
about
I,
Smash.
w- I was I
yeah,
was kind of like the mediator because
yeah.
I was always very like outgoing and didn't care, and so I'm
Yeah,
like, hey yo, so let's talk about Smash Bros, and then we would just kind of like we just connected,
yeah. It was
and
like you
I
started the conversation, then we continued once you left.
yeah exactly like
Yeah.
I was kind of like
Exactly.
so really y'all can thank me because if it weren't for me, you know what I mean, like
If it
Well,
weren't for you, my life would be a lot better.
yeah, it's true. Well,
okay, dude.
according to Austin, he would have been friends with me even if you didn't intervene. According to what Austin has told me, but I'll let him tell it.
Well, I mean, so we had the same math class,
Like the
and
core math.
yeah, the core one, the one that like really mattered.
Mm,
Um, and I always thought Caleb was the smart kid in class
because I
because he
was.
would
Oh
always
my
he would always
goodness,
just like
gonna
answer questions and just like
you were gonna take advantage.
he looked so put. Yeah, I was. He looked so put
He still
together.
does.
It just yeah, I
Wow,
do.
dude. So
And I mean like I was not doing too well, and I kind of need some help in math. So what do? You know, like I try making friends with people. I knew he was smart, at least to what I thought.
I was a straight
And
A student. I
I
like to
mean
be clear.
yeah, exactly. Like come on, how can you like? he's a straight A student. Of course, he's a good student. And I don't remember my grades, but I know they were not straight
Not
A's.
straight
Probably
A's.
not even D's or C's. But we don't need to discuss that right now.
It's in the
Who
past.
cares?
You have a high school
Exactly. I
diploma now.
graduated. Exactly. Doesn't matter.
So
Um.
I think
So
God
yeah,
put me in the I think God put me in the picture so that you didn't use anybody.
I
Also, still
mean,
probably used me if we're being honest.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And you
mean,
liked it though. I know you did.
Yeah. You've always bought me a sandwich after. It was nice.
Yeah. You know,
where
I
was
mean,
my
you
where
gotta,
were my sandwiches?
well,
You
you
didn't
never
take. We're taken
asked,
advantage of.
right?
Wow.
Is it
At
really
least
being
not
taken
the same.
advantage of if you're getting a sandwich?
Exactly. See, that's how I always viewed it. If you enjoyed it, is it really that bad? Like,
Exactly.
I mean, if Caleb's the one saying exact, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
see,
It's actually just Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, new conversation. New conversation.
Well,
Yeah.
it's your turn. It's your turn, Easton.
What do you mean it's my turn?
Yours perspective on how we all met, or do you just not remember?
Oh, I mean, I guess that's. Oh, yeah. My perspective. Oh man, I honestly don't remember that much. Like,
Oh
I
my
remember.
God.
I remember like
Remember?
images.
That was really bad.
Bro, he's
He's
on something
nervous.
today. He said
He's
so
nervous.
many. He is.
I didn't even. Okay.
You did.
All right. Whatever. Honestly, I don't remember a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie. I remember like in images, so I don't remember like any conversations or any like funny things said or whatever. Like I just genuinely don't remember. I just remember it. Yeah, I just remember like kind of the environment and that kind of thing. Um,
Environment.
like we were,
Is it
we
the
were
middle
in,
school?
yeah, we were middle school, the classes, that kind of thing. Uh, other than that, yeah, I don't know.
Dude, our middle school was a shit
It
show.
really was.
Oh my god.
My favorite example of this, you know how we had in like kind of there's like this column like next to adjacent to the cafeteria area, and they had like a shop. You could buy pencils or pens or notebooks or whatever you
Oh
needed.
yeah.
They also sold stickers that you can put on your Chromebooks because people like to do that. But they were bootleg like Mario stickers. So it was like Mario, but he was like inverted colors. And it was like crazy.
What?
Yeah, I swear that they did that. I doubt they still do, but like I was like, they're just selling bootleg merch at our school store. What is happening?
Heck? Nintendo sue.
Nintendo sue them
Dude,
now.
yeah, we should totally sue our middle school
I-
for like trauma.
we should. And then there's like condoms all over the
I
place.
I actually do have a transition kind of like conversation if I can bring it up. What
Yeah.
was in y'all's opinions? What was the worst middle school experience?
Ooh, meeting you. Got him.
You know what? You know what?
That's a good question.
I'll Caleb start.
You're gonna let me start?
Wait, is like something that personally happened to us or
Just
just
in general.
I mean, I would say like maybe like make it more personal. Like, oh, I remember thing that happened to me, or just it could be something like a worse thing that in general. I don't know. Like, I remember when this happened and it was bad. I don't know.
Hmm.
I
Do you want me? Do you want me to start?
yeah.
All right. Let me see. Let me think. The worst. See, actually, thinking about it, I don't know if that's like. So I remember there were. Oh, I remember one of the. I don't know if this is the worst. This was a pretty bad one. When so I like this other girl. Let's call her. Let's call her Banana.
I was about to say
And-
banana.
Oh. Oh,
You remember? Do you remember Banana?
yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
Here, I'll say it and just either cut it out or blur it or whatever. It's
Oh, okay, yes, I do know who this is.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if the other guy liked her as well or if it was like some sort of thing. I genuinely don't remember why, but let's just say his name. Oh man, I see. I can't even give a hint like that. Um, but let's call him Marvin. Marvin, he
Oh,
he
Martian.
That's
um so
Yahoo.
Marvin, so I don't remember. Okay, so I don't remember what fully happened, like why we had like this whole thing, but like he had like this weird beef with me for some reason. I don't know why. I think it was because of Banana. But
Who kept kidnapping princesses.
I don't know what was going on, but like
God,
he was
man.
he was like threatening to fight me and like everything, and I wasn't backing down. Like I was like kind of ready to fight him, honestly. So every day at school, I was just like getting ready to like punch some ass. But
Why is that what you're hitting?
His ass.
His
but
face is much more effective.
hey, you know what, you gotta traumatize him a little bit. It'll make him not want to mess with
But
you.
what if he's into it?
It's like the same thing of like getting naked. It's
Oh.
like the same thing of if you're about to get jumped, just get naked because they'll just run away because they're scared.
That
You've
just
never heard of that?
That's just better access. Faster access, fast pass.
Oh, okay, buddy.
Anyway,
Disney fast
anyway,
pass.
so see, I remember, yeah, like I was getting ready. I even told my mom, I'm like, Mom, if I get into a fight, just like don't be surprised, kind of thing. So I remember there was this day that he actually like approached me at my locker, and I was just getting my locker, like my stuff in my locker, and that kind of thing. And I wasn't like scared per se. I was just kind of like ready for him to like make a move to like fight or anything, but he didn't. He literally just walked with me, and he wasn't even really saying much. It was just I was just like, "What's up, dude?" And he was just like following me, I think he was just trying to intimidate me. And then he just went away when he realized I wasn't intimidated, and then it just stopped. Like literally, it never happened. And then like I remember, I think in like my freshman or sophomore year of high school, we started messaging each other on Snapchat. Like nothing happened. We were just like, "Hey, yo, what's up, dude? How you doing?" Yeah, like I think I don't I yeah I so that was I wasn't I would say that was like that was kind of unpleasant. And then also I remember the whole situation with I wouldn't even call her my ex, but like that whole thing with let's call her
Apple.
what should I call her Apple, yeah, but Austin probably knows what I'm
Apple.
talking about, but Latina girl, Austin, remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't say that was like because that was honestly kind of not gonna lie, that was a fire experience, but at the same time, a kind of a bad experience at the same time. So like best and worst at the same time, but yeah.
I like to think like when you're talking to your mom about the fight, and like this whole time she's been training you like Mr. Miyagi style, like now wipe off the
What?
counter, now wipe off the counter, and you do the motion and you like block an attack. She like vacuum the floor and you do like a jab.
Oh,
She's
what?
like, you're ready
She
now.
does chores.
Yeah, she's been preparing you for this day. She know she knows Marvin personally, and she's been training you to fight him.
The reason I even told my mom about it was so that like if I did get into a fight, I wanted to have like some sort of witness to like know that I wasn't in the wrong. Like I didn't just start
She was not there.
start a fight for no reason. Well, I called her about it, kind of thing. Like I just want to let you know, like I might get into a fight because this guy is teasing me, kind of thing. Like I just want to let you know I might fight someone, and so if I did get into a fight, there'd be like some sort of like, oh, he was just defending himself, kind of thing. So I didn't get in trouble.
Mm,
That was kind of my whole thing. But yeah,
yeah.
but it never happened. So he
That's good.
got
always wanted to get into a fight.
Same.
I
I
don't know,
would.
like I always wanted to be like, oh, I would totally win.
That
Like
yeah.
I wanted to test out if I actually could or couldn't.
My sister got into one.
Really.
Yeah. She beat him
I want
up.
to
She
fight
beat up a
your
guy.
sister.
Well, she did boxing training, so that was
Mm.
so it was
Yeah.
pretty one-sided. But yeah, and Austin, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go?
I can't think of anything.
Bro, I had a great time. we had a fantastic experience.
Well, it was like
Unrelatable.
nothing really happened to me directly.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, I actually do have the story.
okay.
I mean, if you want to go, you can, but
Uh,
I'm ready.
I have a short story.
Alright.
I'll just do mine quickly, because there's a bunch of like little things, but like no real like big stories, I would say. So I do have a funny, embarrassing story. So I was coming down from the classes upstairs, kind of where gym C used to be, and then they turned it into classrooms. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going down the stairs, and then I trip, and I fall, and I catch myself on this guy with a bright pink hoodie, and I like land hard on his shoulder, and everyone stops and stares at me, and then I just have to go, "I'm sorry," and then I run away. I ran away.
Oh my god, dude.
That was, yeah, but that's just a funny story.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Dude, I was always so scared of falling on the stairs.
Me too. Yeah,
Like, dude, like first of all, if like you did completely just fall, that would hurt like shit.
it would.
Second of all, that's embarrassing as hell.
It is.
Like, just am proud of everyone just like seeing you fall, dude. That'd be the end of your school career.
It would be. I wasn't popular anyway. I got made fun of a lot, so.
Yeah, because you're a loser.
I know. Anyway, what's
You're
your
a nerd.
what's your thing, Austin?
So it was back in 6th grade.
Mm.
It was he was
BK.
kind of like what?
I said BK before Caleb.
Oh my god, you're not that important. Calm down.
To you, I am.
But like he was kind of like we were good friends. But I have no idea where he got it from. But he one day we were just in science class. We sat right next to each other. He's like, "Yo, you want to see something?" He pulls out his little like lunchbox, starts like taking stuff out, and at the very bottom was just weed.
I thought you were
Yeah.
going somewhere
I
else.
thought you were going somewhere else. Too. I'm so glad that's where it ended.
It's gonna be one of like those. It's gonna be like one of those Brazzer things where it's like, "Oh, what's in the box?"
I know when you said he took out his little, I was like, no, please no.
Oh yeah, dude. Trust me, it was a little. Never mind. Anyways, but yeah, he like tries getting me to buy some of it. And I'm like, why the hell would I do that? But I told my congratulations.
The mic
I
picked
told
it up.
I told my friends about it at lunch that day, and they're like, dude, you need to like report that.
What
like,
narcs?
Should I? Right. But yeah, so eventually they convinced us to like they convinced me to go tell a teacher about it. So we went outside because we wanted to just be far away from anyone, so like no one knew it was us who said anything. But so we just told a teacher, and within that week he got suspended. Some of his friends found out, and I have no idea how, but they linked it back to us. And so a group of his friends came up to us, and they were starting a fight. It was our group and then their group, and they were starting a fight. I mean, it was people like Hunter. Just bleep that out, but like Hunter was with me.
Do we have to censor his name?
I mean, I don't know since he's our friend, but
we could just okay. Let's just text him after this and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, username is it okay?" If he says no, then blur it. If he or censor it. If he says yes, then just keep it in.
I doubt he would
well,
care.
he ended up like tackling some dude. Not too much violence like took place, but still that was like my first experience in a school fight.
Yeah, I would say one of the. I'm trying to remember if anything even happened in middle school. I think there was like maybe one or two experiences. Were there any experiences of like a school shooting threat in middle school or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was in
Were- I
7th grade.
Was it? I would say that's definitely. I mean, that's everyone would agree with.
That's
That's genuinely. That's honestly like not even like off, dude. That's terrifying. That should not even be a thing, dude.
I have good story
Right.
about that day. So
Oh yeah, good story.
yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
have a couple good stories about
Uh,
that day.
I was the
oh yeah,
one.
school shot.
I was the one who tweeted that. Um,
Oh my
no, but
god.
I show up to school and I don't know what's going on. And everyone's like, dude, I'm so scared. And in my head, I'm like, dang, there's a test I didn't know about. I'm not prepared.
Real.
And so I'm like, what class? I'm like, what class does everyone have together that I don't know there's a test for?
That's fair.
And then I learned what was going on. And I was like, oh no. And yeah, we all panicked a little bit. Math class was interesting. There's only 5 people, and it ended. The class ended with us standing on top of the desks, saluting to the national anthem of the U.S. Uh, listen, it was a weird day. That was a really weird day. We had a bunch of people singing "Pumped Up Kicks." We had people taking
Oh my
umbrellas
god.
and wielding them like baseball bats. It was an interesting time. I don't know if you guys remember any of this because I mean, you would have been there, but it was a crazy time.
There's so many times where there's threats of like a school shooting.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, even in high school there was a bomb threat,
Mm.
and it's just horrible. I don't understand why people do that.
The worst thing that happened in my high school is someone being stabbed.
Oh.
That wasn't a threat. That happened.
Oh my. Oh.
Y'all remember that whole thing with like I think censor this name and that
Oh
other
yeah, when
Jamie-
they did the drugs in the bathroom.
Oh, I forgot about. I was in leadership at the time. That was a big deal.
Yeah, dude, the ambulance came. They all just like it was horrible.
It was crazy. I knew a lot of people who did little micro things of it and didn't have to be hospitalized. I technically was supposed to report that since I was in leadership, but I didn't. I'm not a narc. Let that be on record. Let that be on record.
How could you? Why didn't you report it? You failed to do your job.
He's fine. I think it was. I think. We'll censor this one too. I think it was. um. Was it?
Oh, I forgot about that kid, that Asian kid.
Yeah, he was annoying.
Oh, I remember him.
He
He reminded me so much of XXX Tentacion. I don't even remember why.
What?
Why he did that rapper.
he got really
I
mad at
know
me
who
one
that
time.
He just gives me that vibe. I don't know why.
He got very mad at me one time because I asked him, "What kind of Asian are you?"
Based, honestly, bro.
Bro. Oh my
He did
god.
not like that question.
That's based though. Can't lie. Hey, you know it's a fair question, you know?
It's alright. He was annoying. He spoiled Endgame for Austin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
Oh my god,
that's
dude.
tough.
Yeah. We had the same drama class, and he just comes in after seeing Endgame. He's like, Iron Man died.
Yeah.
Iron Man died in the new movie.
It's
Bro,
crazy.
oh my god.
In 8th grade, I think I took art the entire time. I don't think I took the computer class or drama the whole year. I took
only did
I just took art with Lace and Ginger the whole year.
I only ever did 1 year of art.
Mm.
I always just thought of it like I failed that badly.
No, but you guys had the new drama teacher because the drama teacher that we used to have quit or didn't quit. He retired, but then
Dude, oh my
Bro,
god, I
he-
miss our old drama teacher.
It was
He
fire.
for the listeners at home, he used to be an actual actor.
yep, he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original art cartoon.
He was I don't know if you like how close, but he knew Billie Eilish like personally.
I was
He's-
told he
he's
was
her
his godfather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her.
he's best friends with her dad from like high school.
It's
That's-
crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Um,
You know Wait, hold on. I'm imagining Isabella's reaction or like thoughts about that because I'm sure she knows.
Oh yeah.
I should ask her, but like, hey, you know this, right? Or like, remember this? Oh my gosh, yeah. Like,
I've talked to her about it before.
dude, she loves Billie Eilish, dude. I'm sure she was like, oh my gosh, please let me meet her.
Bro emails him. He's like, hold on, I was in one of your classes. Please. Begs. Hands and
Imagine
knees.
imagine if one of the days we have drama class, there's just freaking Billie Eilish in our freaking class.
Dude,
Insane.
that'd be crazy.
Speaking of weird famous people at our school, did you know that we had a guy talk to us?
Talk to us.
I was thinking I didn't want to say it.
He was like, oh no.
He claimed to be the creator of Flappy Bird. He was not. He did not create Flappy Bird. Provably false.
Wait, what?
There was a guy who talked to a class. He said he created Flappy Bird, and he did not create Flappy Bird.
Damn.
When was this?
This was for my this was like a Zoom, not a Zoom because that wasn't a thing. It was like whatever call in my science class, and it was very funny. Yeah, we didn't really have any famous people. We had that one short basketball player guy that made Easton clap. I remember that.
Yeah, our school is very boring. They never gave us any cool people.
I know.
Y'all remember when President Obama was there? You know.
Oh yeah. But he's not cool though. So.
My one of my elementary school classes got a letter from Obama.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No.
They wrote a letter to Obama for a project, and then he wrote back. I doubt it's actually him, but.
Dude, I wish I could have met George Washington.
Yeah, you're just a couple of years too late.
Yeah. Dude, we could have been best friends.
Bro loves guys with cadaver teeth.
I thought you were about to just say bro loves guys. I was,
Well, that's you.
I mean, that works too.
It works out in one way or the other.
Wait.
Bro's yawning.
Nice.
Tired. All right, good night, guys.
Crazy. It's just me and Easton for the rest of it.
You just hear me every once in a while snore.
You don't leave call. It just gets louder and louder until we have to. It drowns me and Easton out.
Like, all right, so what's up, kid? How you doing?
You guys are trying to have like a meaningful conversation. I'm just.
Me and Easton are having a breakthrough, and all of a sudden,
You find the cure to cancer. Bro.
And it can only be repeated once.
Yeah, just for some reason.
It has a
No,
curse.
you get taken out. You say it out loud, the government hears you, take you out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, have you heard those things where the government has found the cure to it? They just don't want to release it. So they
Bro's a
can get money
conspiracy.
from
Bro loves
treatment.
Joe Rogan.
It's true.
Joe
I'm sure
Rogan.
it's true.
I'm sure they're gonna say that.
I don't know. Probably. I don't watch his
It
podcast.
makes sense.
I'm a conspiracyist myself, and I'm sure it's true.
Conspiracyist.
I mean, like,
No, there is a very crazy story. So there's a guy. He made a hydro car, a car that runs on water,
whoa,
right?
a guy.
Yeah.
A guy?
Okay, yeah.
No.
No, he makes a hydro car, a car that can run on water, right?
Oh yeah, I know the story. And then he gets killed.
His last words before keeling, over and dying were, "They poisoned me."
Were they what?
They poisoned me.
Yeah, I mean, they do that all the time because it's like, you know how crazy that would be? Freaking water-powered cars, dude. It would be revolutionary.
Yeah.
And then gas companies wouldn't make money and just all that stuff. Yeah.
Oil, no more oil.
Yep. It's a whole scheme of money. We're not gonna go down that route because I'll talk. But
Yeah.
We should
Bro.
totally just do an episode of conspiracy theories.
But it's
Like
just Easton. It's just Easton in a room. It's just
Yeah,
Easton in a room, but every once in a while we like join call and say like Dinosaurs. And then he like starts a new conspiracy theory.
You guys give me ideas every so
Yeah. And then we leave call.
Fire.
We don't. We. That would be very funny. Okay, that's the punishment if one of us is an hour late next time. If one of us,
Punishment.
yeah, one of us has to do a solo episode.
You've been a bad boy.
If one of us is an hour late with no warning, you have to do a solo episode of the others choosing.
The others choose. Oh,
Yeah.
can we make Easton talk about gay stuff?
Yes, we can.
What?
We can.
His favorite gay position.
K specifically.
Yeah. Sword fighting.
You ever done it?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm gonna leave in that silence. I'm gonna make the silence longer. I'm gonna add seconds to that silence. This has been interesting. I don't know where I thought this was gonna go, but not here.
I'm surprised
been
we haven't
over
been
now.
canceled already.
I know.
It's been over an hour.
No, it hasn't.
No, it has not.
Has?
It's
No.
been 58 minutes.
Okay, dude.
I have it more. I honestly we could extend it to an hour 30 maybe.
No, we can't.
All right, buddy. I think that'd
Aw,
be
man,
fun.
buddy.
I think an hour 30 would be fun. We'll see. We'll just go. Once it hits an hour, we'll just go until we're done.
Cave noise.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I
What?
forget you're playing
Oh,
Minecraft.
yeah.
I forgot the drowning baby incident of the beginning. Also, crazy thing to start with.
Hey, you know,
Right.
drowning, baby. What?
Yeah.
You talked about that's what you said.
You talk about your favorite pastime of drowning babies. Because yeah, you're against abortions, but you're not against drowning them. I can't put that
What?
one in. Oh, it's good. Cut
When,
out.
when did I say anything? I'm so confused.
Also, do you think I could leave that in?
No.
It'd be funny.
It would be funny. I'm leaving it in.
Okay.
um. Okay. Oh, I have something we could say.
No, you don't.
This is technically our second time doing this. I'm the only one who remembers the first time. But this is our second time doing this. Because the first time was when we were over at Austin's in middle school.
Right? Can you hurry up?
Austin's.
It is?
I was literally saying it, and you interrupted me.
Okay, but
Yeah, his first time was at Austin's. His dad handed him a phone to start recording, and then we did. And we were just sitting down. Easton was playing either Sword or Shield, whichever one Austin got at the time. And we just riffed for a little bit. I think Austin read through a diary that I had for it for some reason. Easton talked about the zombie apocalypse.
the what?
You talked about the zombie apocalypse and how the devil would start it. It was interesting. I don't think anything came of it. I don't think it was posted. But this is technically our second time doing it, and I believe with much better audio quality and much
No,
funnier.
you got them. No, we're not funny at all. What do you mean?
You're so right. We have
Especially with
we
your
have
ugly
negative
ass.
1 viewer.
Right.
Someone took away their view because it was so unfunny.
It's just that bad.
It was that bad.
They got mad that we wasted their time.
Bro somehow
They
added the
want a
time
refund.
back to their life.
Right.
So yeah.
Dude. Yeah. Nice one.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be your turn next. Easton's done it. I've done it. It's your turn.
No.
With
Nah.
what?
Voice cracking.
Oh,
No. I'm never gonna voice crack anytime we record the podcast.
If you do, what happens?
you almost a BJ and $20.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure. All right.
Hey, it's essentially me just paying him $20 to give him a job.
To give him one is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean, anything. I'll do anything for that body. Come here.
Bro is craving.
Dude, why do you think I'm started becoming friends with them?
Bro knew.
I
Whole time
testing.
freaking crush on me.
Oh, speaking of Easton's body. You know
What?
what? You know what?
What?
You know what? That's all the time we have for today.
What crazy-
You know what? That's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for joining us.
No,
Please join us
let's
next
discuss
week.
this.
No, what?
Let's discuss this. Come on,
I was
come on.
gonna tell the story of how I was leaving science and Easton was entering science, and
Oh yeah,
Easton's
and then my hands over your butt, like I didn't know that, but you
Yeah.
don't say anything.
Okay. I do say something. You were ignoring me the whole time.
What?
You're groping. You're groping me.
Whoa.
I was probably grazing over it. It was just uncomfortable to you, but if I would have known, I would have instantly.
I
put
kept
it
talking. I kept saying Easton, and I can't move backwards. There's people behind me.
It was probably locked in, bro. Come on.
I was locked into moving through the hallway.
I'm sure if it was busy, dude. If it was a busy,
It was-
crowded hallway,
It
I'm
was
sure-
a crowded hallway. We couldn't move.
Exactly. I'm sure the only thing I was probably thinking about it. Oh my gosh, I want to get out of this freaking hallway. I want to like probably kill some people.
What?
And bro had to relieve some stress with me.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
That was
yo.
actually purely intentional. I was actually just doing it just so I could feel.
Right.
Or probably took a snip of his hand after.
Bro never washed it.
Nope.
To this day, it's still unwashed.
Nope. No, I'm like the last.
Oh my
person.
god.
You know how much of a clean freak I am. I'm the last. person.
I know.
Clean freak.
And you won't
My
even look at it. You won't even see what it looks like.
I won't even look at what.
You won't even look at it.
Look at what?
Austin's seen it multiple times and you won't even look at
Oh yeah.
I never want to see it. I never want to see it.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, I've seen his penis
it. Multiple times. Multiple times.
and balls.
You want to do it live for the podcast?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, come on,
I'm
send it my way.
Good grief!
Editor, put it in. Editor, put it in.
not putting in the picture.
Literally, put it in.
Alright, Austin. It's such a blurry picture. Make sure it's going to you. Alright, check
Oh
snap.
my god. I just got the snap.
You did.
Oh, look at it. It's right there.
You don't have your camera on.
Wait, is it actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it looks bigger than normal.
Yeah, instead of 2 Tic Tacs, it's 3.
Bro, what the hell?
Easton, do you want
Hell no!
Aw.
Why not?
Why not?
No.
It's funny. It'll bring us closer.
No, I'd rather like a big 500,000 pound man just to crush me.
On it.
No, you're doing good. You're losing weight. I'm proud of you, son.
Yeah, and
Oh.
instead of 500,000, it's 400,000. Good job.
All right.
Yeah. Still, 1,000 pounds is still very impressive to lose.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 100,000 pounds is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me 2 months.
If Austin was a Marvel superhero, he'd be the Blob.
All right.
That's so. Okay.
All right, buddy.
Easton, I want you to know that we're not gonna end this until you find diamonds.
I already found diamonds.
All right, cut
Oh,
that out.
all right, so
Cut
that's
that
the
out.
end of the podcast.
Cut that
This is
out. Wait. You literally were saying that you didn't find them until you found more. Until you find more.
No, I'm trying to get out of this cave.
Alright, so it's gonna go for a long time.
All right.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the 24-hour podcast.
Wait, that'd be fire.
Oh God, dude, let's not give him ideas. Why did I say that?
I am kind of running
Oh,
this, so
God.
you're at my whim.
No, I'm hungry, dude. I need to get some.
Oh yeah, bro.
Come
Mukbang.
meet me out.
What?
What? Dude, we totally should do a mukbang.
We should. Let's have some
That would
mukbang
be
you.
so interesting. What?
Remove the muck though.
I made a similar
Not
joke.
gang.
Yeah.
That's a dream of mine.
To do a what? Wait, which part? Which thing we said? We said like 5 things.
Dang.
Oh, involving who? List all the people.
You too.
Oh, just us?
It's the three of us. Yeah.
It's boring. Add one more
Why?
person.
Should we add a girl or another guy?
Uh,
The podcast?
yeah,
No.
yeah, that's what we're
Yeah.
asking.
To the podcast. Yeah. To the podcast. Easton, who do you want on the podcast?
Yeah, we should low key get yo, you know who I feel like would be low key like funny to be in a podcast?
Who?
Nico.
Oh,
He'd be funny on a podcast, low key.
that would be pretty interesting. But we're not talking about a podcast.
We're not. You answered a different question, and we're not gonna we're not repeating it. So call Nico up. What?
Y'all think AJ would be good in a podcast or not?
This is the way he's going on about. Maybe. We'll slowly get all of the Tardy Boys.
Dude, we should totally just do like one huge episode with
That
like,
was
just
too
everyone.
many people. It's too
It
many
would
people.
suck. It would definitely suck.
We
but
could do it. So I've seen something of another podcast have done. They like did rotating hosts. So like it'll be like after a certain amount of time they switch out who's in it. So we could keep the core 3 of us, and then we'll have like 2 other people, and then we'll just switch them out every once in a while.
No, let's get rid of Easton. We don't need him.
Easton specifically.
Yeah.
And yeah, after every 10 minutes, we get rid of Easton and add a new person.
Yeah.
But we keep
Yeah, we don't
calling
need
them Easton. It's like AJ, but we keep saying Easton. It's
Oh
like,
my
how's it going,
God.
Easton? Easton, you're so funny.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Technically, that was directed at AJ, but in a roundabout way, it is a compliment to you.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Easton probably doesn't even realize what we're talking about.
nope. All I'm thinking about.
Oh
right
my
now,
god.
all I'm thinking about right now is food. Can we wrap it up?
Nah,
Oh my God.
Nah, I like to do it raw.
What?
Um,
Can you do me, Raw?
yeah, that's what I was implying.
Good.
Thank you
Good
for
boy.
spelling it out. I love when comedians spell out the joke.
RAW
Uh,
STICINME.
hold on. I just got the first word. Do the second one.
No,
Can I
that's too much work. I told you to stick it in me.
Okay.
Can I go-
Oh,
Can I go eat food now?
my
8.
goodness.
Fine, we'll do the outro without you.
Is that what? We're not going for an hour and a half.
No.
We've been doing it long enough. It's fine.
Fine. All right, I'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for being here this week. I hope you show up next week because we'll probably have more things to talk about, more middle school stories, more current stories, and maybe some high school. Who knows? Let us know who you want to see on the podcast next, and why is it Austin's dad?
Hey.
And then
Wow.
Hey, don't forget the future stories too. We're predicting.
yeah, we're gonna predict some stuff, and it's gonna be wild.
Can we
Yeah.
get LeBron?
LeBron.
LeBron!
Oh, Easton,
Alright,
actually,
guys, this podcast is long.
yeah, we're getting a LeBron on. Episode 20. Episode 20, I'm calling it now. It's LeBron. It's the one with LeBron.
LeBron!
Alright. And with that, see you later, gamers. Any final words?
Bye, babies.
Don't
No.
call them babies.
Why?
They're not children. Don't pander.
All right, I'm going to get food. I can't hear you guys.
Wow.